Here lies the late, unlamented Jake. No flowers, especially not from my wife.
And here's his wife.
Here lies Esmeralda, wifed Jake. May she rest in peace. Somebody's added a line on this gravestone. Good riddance, signed Jake.
So that's interesting. Jake and his wife clearly didn't get along, but I found a key. So let's just see if that's the key here. I don't remember precisely which house I'm looking for, just that I'm trying to get into an abandoned old house. Let's try this again. Ha! Yeah, and there we go. Is this the one? I don't believe it is. This is A1.
I'm not able to use that.
From past experience, you can move objects, drag and drop. And just, again, not remembering how I came across this. If you look, there's a hatch under here. Don't remember where it goes, and I don't think we'll address it right now because it's not what I was looking for. But I don't think once you've unstacked something you can restack, though. No. So I'm trying to find enough room for all of these stupid things to lay them out flat. Oh, I said I wasn't going to go down there. I'm sure we'll be back again. Just trying to find room. Come on, find a spot for it. I guess I really don't need to do this because obviously I can use this door with it not completely uncovered. But there is a map. So that I don't forget, I will leave a flag. Trapdoor. I suppose trapdoor might not be the right word. They just call it a hatch. A trapdoor suggests a trap. So that's not the house I wanted. I'm looking for a different warehouse-like structure. How about this one? This is the guy. See, we have a magic mirror. Then behind this, we have a book that tells us about the magic mirror and how to use it. And the magic mirror will duplicate gems. And then there's this rather cruelly hidden set of leggings. So we'll grab those. And again, how did I know? I don't recall if I found them or if I just looked them up. I do occasionally read playthroughs and that sort of thing, and that's the most likely way I discovered that stuff. I've never minded doing that really. If I get stuck or frustrated, I don't have a big problem with reading a playthrough or a guide. Okay, so what we're supposed to do with the mirror is drop it in water and then drop the gem and it'll duplicate it. I tried it here. You see there's some handy water right by the gem shrine, and I couldn't get it to work. Very frustrating for a while. And then I discovered there is more water down here, and for some reason this water does work. It was very annoying at the time. So there's the gem we're going to be duplicating, and here's the magic mirror. And the way you know that it's going to work is when you drop it, it disappears. Remember approximately where you dropped it. I actually dropped it on my head in the reflection because you have to drop the gem in the same place, more or less. And look at that, 2 gems now. Easy to miss, but another one over here. And then if we hold down Alt, the mirror is gone. If it still existed, it would highlight it. So, we now have 2 gems. We can heal 2 soldiers. Let's go to the first one. They don't have a exciting backstory or anything. Here, I have a healing gem. 1500 experience and 1 positive reputation point. That's good. Reputation, as far as I know, affects things like prices in stores and just overall how guards treat you in town. I think this is one of those games where if you decide to play a bad character, you don't get a whole new set. This is the house we were rescued in. No, I'm wrong. This is the other... think this is just a house. I'm looking for another healer's house. And that's not it. Maybe this is it. There's another healer with another sick soldier. And the reason I'm walking is because my stamina ran out. Okay, so that's the healer's garden, and I think the other healer is up here. Well, that's the elf's garden. Yeah, okay, here's the house I think I was looking for. This isn't the one that I was rescued in, and yeah, that dwarf guy is the guy. So, I don't think I should... Oop, don't want to rob the guy, playing a mostly nice guy. And here's the other soldier. Okay, finally. Here, I have this healing gem. 1,500 experience and a reputation point. And if you talk to this guy, he doesn't like humans. Do you have a problem with humans? Sure do. You look like a redoubtable healer. Tell me about the source. Basically the same story. Something's wrong with it. I found a way to heal both patients. Wow. You're not as irritating as I thought you were. Okay, so that's taken care of. So there was the trapdoor I found. I'm a little bit hesitant to go down in the catacombs yet. You can actually do fairly well, but you know, the further ahead I am, the easier it is. So if I can find some smaller battles to fight first, it's probably in my benefit. And I have gained a level at some point. So, I mean, I could go down here and take a look around. Let me just do a save. And see if we can have some small battles. Now, keep your eye, I'm keeping my eye on the mini-map. Bad guys show up as red dots, so you get a little bit of advance notice. Oh, I know where we are. You don't. Now, this has to do with... I think this goes all the way back to the other map. But in here, if I go in here... What was his name? Jake? The guy that had a gravestone? Last time I walked in here, he woke up and attacked me, and I was very quickly killed. So I'm not going to go in there. There may be a way around to have him not attack you and have a discussion. I have a feeling there's a quest related to he and his wife or something. So it looks like that's about it for here. I'm holding down Alt and I'm not seeing anything highlighted. So one of the things I can do though, no harm, I'll do a quick save. And I'll head on in there just so you can see what's going on.
Now, who awakens me? You shouldn't have come into this cellar. Now you will never leave again.
I'm pretty sure I'm toast. Especially if I don't like fight in this direction. Okay, you can see he's just... I suppose with a bit of luck I could probably win that battle, but I'll come back later. I'll just do a quick load. So that's what I was talking about. So down here is Jake. Let's go back up. And I suppose I can change... Can I? Doesn't look like I can edit it. Probably have to delete... I was hoping I could edit this trapdoor thing, but I can't. I was going to say I'll just add Jake's name to it, but I'm not going to bother. Easy enough to delete the flag and re-add it. But good enough. Now there's another trapdoor in a house up here. I'll take a peek down there as well. So we have the key. We found the key in the barrel there.
Yes.
This gets fairly complicated. This book claims to be one of the famous freebooter Coram, blah blah blah. Some say Coram died over 10 years ago. Some say he might still be alive. This book is old enough. And Blood Club, despite his name, was renowned as an orc of education and sophistication. Perhaps this tome is indeed from Blood Club, very own pen. It would be nice to find the other selections of this story. And it's about his adventures, treasure, my first 21st year, pretty dwarf, ate and drank together, eating some usual chit-chat. Have you heard of the Dreaming Gem of Hastor the Vain? Aye, what Julfeith hasn't? So why do you mention it? I think I have a way to set you past the demon in the garden. If you turn, you can get past magic traps inside. I think I have a good chance to get the fabled gem and escape. So let's see what's down here. Apparently not much. An apple. I've eaten these apples and oranges, and most food heals you. Either it heals you so little that they're not worth carrying around, or they don't heal you at all, in which case they're really not worth carrying around. So why am I carrying it around, you say? Another minor magic. You can turn them on and off, well, light them and extinguish them. But again, nothing. That looks like the end of this dungeon. Very uninspired. One would expect more of it. Nothing hidden under the packages. Usually there isn't. It's usually not worth the trouble. Alright, well, we'll head back up. Might come into play later, I suppose. So, despite my hopes that we could have some small fights to improve my odds, I guess not. We'll head on down to the catacombs. And I'll actually do a full save here as well. I've tried this once before, if you're wondering, but there we go, we've overwritten it now. And we'll head on down, see what happens.